Let's make sure everything's in working order. Get too deep into it. It's the last thing I want. Be halfway through the class, realize, you know what I mean, the sound ain't working or, whatnot. As always, that is a super sensitive microphone. I say it every class. So if I get much louder than I am right now, just give me one of these or something. Good night. I think it's loud. We're gonna get right into it though. 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. 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 All right, really better get started. Clap it up. All right. Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other Christian organizations, Muslim mosques, you understand, any other religious institutions. The ISUPK is alone, you understand, in this fight, waking up the 12 tribes of Israel to the fact that every so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, and West Indian, you understand, are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of, you understand? And that reality can save us from all the hell that we are forced to endure, you understand, and live through, you know? Like that truth is what'll really, you understand, set our people free, you understand? Up until now, man, we've been just taught a bunch of lies and a bunch of confusion and a bunch of, information that has helped lead to our destruction. You understand? In every area of living, and it's high time that we come back to what the Most High prescribed for His people, and stop, destroying ourselves, trying to live like our oppressor and do things the way that heathens do them. Okay. So tonight, what we're going to touch on is basically understanding that, the Most High's the Most High's laws are our wisdom, man. What the Most High, you understand, wants us to do, if we obey those things, we will be wiser because of it. Like it produces wiser behavior. You understand? Salakia, sister, you got one more of those? I tell her. One more of those?
Yeah.
You don't mind? The water? No. But yeah, the way that the way our oppressor wants us to do things, it is very childish and simple and foolish. You understand? You just bring it. You bring it over here. Either way, just reach. Water. The way our oppressor does things is kind of ass backwards, if I could say that. And we discuss it in great detail every time there's like a holiday or some heathen tradition. We talk about, how vain and childish it is, and let's go ahead and pull a scripture real quick just to kind of give us some biblical, connection. Now, let me get Hosea 4 and 6. Then we're gonna get to the good stuff. Not that this ain't the good stuff, but Hosea 4 and 6. Aliyah, the water.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Go ahead.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Again?
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
One more time.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
When you're reading that, you want to emphasize the my people. You understand? Like we've been taught that, this Bible is about everybody. You understand? This thing is all inclusive, and this is a prescription for everyone. This ain't a prescription for everyone. You understand? Because these punishments ain't in here. These curses ain't for everyone, right? Like the 12 tribes of Israel were told that if we didn't obey the Most High, that we would be in captivity. We would be forced to serve our enemies. That we would have to, you understand, we would have our children taken from us. You understand? That every business venture we embark on would fail. Yeah, like that's that we as a nation would be, spread across the four corners of the globe. Like that's like we are the ones who will be stripped of our heritage and not know who we are and have to learn, our oppressor's tongue. You understand? And language, and that we won't know who we are. This is about us. So that my people is always important when you're reading that scripture. You understand? So read that again one more time.
My people.
My people. Go ahead.
Are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Are what?
Are destroyed.
Are what?
Are destroyed.
We are destroyed for what?
For lack of knowledge.
For what?
For lack of knowledge.
For knowing everything.
For lack of knowledge.
Like we don't know anything. We know a lot of things, but we don't know what we should know. You understand? Like animals know things, right? Like a dog knows. Like I got a cat. The cat knows where the hell the food is. Goes to the doors, pawing at the door. Like a cat knows some things. You understand? But like we as a people, we don't know the vital things that can, you understand, save us and improve our lives and our conditions. We don't know those things, man. And because of that, we are destroyed, man. All right. So let's go ahead and get into some of this knowledge. More specifically, I want to get into you understand what the world considers relationship goals. You understand? The Most High's wisdom is, the best standard for Israelites, you understand, in terms of what makes a relationship function like a well-oiled machine, you understand, that can survive the test of time. You understand? That can survive the ups and downs, that can, keep a sister from turning herself into a whore and keep a brother from turning a sister into a whore. You understand? And keep brothers and sisters from killing each other. You understand? And keep sisters from ripping their children's fathers out of their lives. You understand? And putting that brother on child support. You understand? Like there is a way that the Most High intended for our relationships to function that eliminates all of that madness. You understand? Like imagine, just for a second, try to imagine the Black community when relationships, you understand, actually survived. Like again, we can't think about our own families and our own existence because all of our parents' relationships absolutely failed. You understand? We are products of, you understand, our parents trying to have relationships that are according to our oppressor's standards. You understand? That are organized the way our oppressor said they should be organized. You understand? And it only proved to be absolutely dysfunctional. But what we're going to do is we're going to get into the Bible and really get a glimpse of how the Most High intended for relationships between men and women to be, and see how those dynamics could actually change our community overnight if everybody will wake up to this reality, you understand, and fall in line. So let's go ahead and get where do we want to go first? Let's get Genesis 2 and 18. You know, the book of Genesis, that's the first one. You understand? Genesis 2 and 18. We in here nice and early with it. You understand? the Most High get to try and sort these relationships out like quite soon. You understand? And that's not by accident. You got this? All right, good. I'm on.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 18.
Go ahead.
And the Lord God said,
And what did he say?
it is not good that the man should be alone.
He said it's not good that the man should be alone. You understand? Go ahead.
I will make him and help meet for him.
He'll do what?
Make him and help meet for him.
Listen, man. The Most High didn't really intend for none of us to, you understand, for man to not have, you understand, to be alone. Like a man having a woman is a glorious thing. You understand that? Like a man and a woman to be able to work things out is what the Most High considers ideal. You get what I'm saying? Like it is not good for man to be alone. Like what did he say he was going to do?
Help meet for him.
He will make a what?
Help meet for him.
He's going to make a help meet for him. So he has, and this ain't just talking about like, you understand, the Christian, you understand, perspective of you know, Adam and Eve, right? Where the Christians believe that Adam and Eve were the very first two people on the planet. Okay? That is not what happened. That is nonsense. You understand? Because I mean, just from a simple, quick breakdown and quick logical standpoint, if Adam and Eve were the first two people on the planet, right? Then where did everyone else come from? Now, the Most High is against incest, which means a brother can't have sex with his sister, a son can't have sex with his mother, a father can't have sex with his daughter. He is against that. So if that's how it, you know, was, then how does everybody else populate the planet? You can't. You understand? That just comes from the Christians, you know, erroneous understanding of this book. Adam and Eve, you understand? Adam was the first brother who was given the law by the Most High. That was the breath of life. You understand? The Bible constantly talks about how his laws are, you understand, like living water. You understand, like his understanding of the laws, his understanding of what the Most High wants him to do and doesn't want him to do, that separated him from everybody else who was just living like cavemen. You understand? And just savages, living like animals. Adam was given an upright expectation. You understand? And in that uprightness, the Most High understood that a partner for him in this uprightness will be Tawab. You understand? That means good. Everybody understand that? So drop down to verse 24.
Verse 24.
Go ahead. And he's talking about Adam and Eve. Go ahead.
Therefore shall a man leave his father.
A man shall do what?
Leave his father.
So Adam had to do what?
Leave his father.
Come on. How can he leave his father if he's the first man on the planet? That don't even work right. Read that again.
Therefore shall a man leave his father
and
his mother.
So a man's got to leave his family. You understand? Like there's a point in time where a young man is growing up and he's being cared for and taken care of by his parents. You understand? But as them young men grow up and they start to do more chores and take on more responsibility and start to, take on this thing called life, right? He's gonna get to a point where he doesn't need his mother and his father, man. He doesn't depend on them. You understand? Like to take care of them. He can do it himself. You get that? But go ahead.
And shall cleave unto his wife.
And he shall do what?
Cleave unto his wife.
He's going to cleave unto his wife. He's going to, hold on to his wife. He's going to take his wife. You understand? He's going to be with his wife. You understand that? Go ahead.
And they shall be one flesh.
And they shall what?
Be one flesh.
And they shall what?
Be one flesh.
They shall be how many fleshes?
One.
They shall be one flesh, man. This is talking about, you understand, you are definitely, you understand, according to the Most High, supposed to marry amongst your own people. You understand? But at the same time, when a man and a woman decide to be together, you understand, to you know to have sex, they become one flesh. You understand that? It is no longer, you know what I mean, his way and her way. You understand? It's not two fleshes. It's not two different game plans. It's not, you understand, two different beliefs. It's not agreeing to disagree. It's not, you get what I'm saying? Like there has to be a one accordness that happens. You understand? When a brother and a sister decide to have sex with each other. You understand? Now you just take that whole concept and think about how far we are from that in today's society when we are taught to have, you understand, recreational sex, huh? Illicit sex, homosexual sex. You understand? Like we aren't taught to really connect on that type of level where we are one. You understand? We never really become one. We do these, well, we don't think we are, you know. We come to the table and we do these activities and we never really agree to be one, you know. And look at the byproduct of that. Look at our families. Look at the households we grew up in, huh? Look at how our fathers were forced to kind of interact with us from a distance because, you know, they weren't one flesh, man. You understand? But and again, that's a concept that you just got to understand, and that's like just sex in general. The Bible teaches that sex is marriage. That's a big difference between what, like that right there, is hell. I almost it's over half the battle. If we as a nation could understand that there is no such thing as like recreational sex or, you know, just, you know, one night stands, you understand, and just sneaky links, right? And you know, just random hookups or just friends with damn benefits. If we could understand that, you know, that act is so, it is marriage. Like that is the marriage. Our oppressor teaches that, you know, you're not married until what? When are you married according to our oppressor? Aliyah, you think you know? Yeah, when you when you go to the courthouse, you gotta, you know, get this piece of paper, this certificate, then have some priest or some ordained internet minister, you understand, or anyone who can apply to be it. Elvis, if you're in Vegas, can sign, you know, you go before Elvis and he tells you, you understand, I now pronounce you man and wife or husband and wife. Now you're married. That's what a marriage is according to our oppressor. But according to the Most High, that is not what a marriage is. That's the marriage is when that man enters that woman. But what is the definition of a marriage? Anybody know? I guess we'll never know, huh? What is a marriage by definition? Hold on, let me make sure you're on the right joint because they got a couple of them joints. Which, go ahead. What you got?
Marriage, the legal or formal recognized union of two people as partners in a personal relationship.
It's the legal recognition of two partners in a legal relationship. That's what our oppressor considers a marriage. But read number 2.
A combination or mixture of two or more elements.
A combination of two or more elements. You understand? It's when two things come together. That's a marriage. You understand that? And when that brother and that sister lay down, and that combination, that mixture, there's some mixing going on, right? That's a marriage. You understand? And in all seriousness, that is not. It is not a light thing, brothers and sisters. That is like you got children. You better like that better be one of your primary missions. You understand? Like that can save them from a lifetime of hell. You understand? Teach them how sacred that act is, man. Because in reality, it is something that can't be undone. You can't unsex something. You understand that? And that's why the Most High makes it like it holds it in such high regard. Yet, like that is the marriage. You have sex with her, you're married. And once you're married, there ain't no taking that back. You understand? Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28. We running around thinking that we just having sex and we just having fun, when the reality is we are getting married over and over and over and over and over again. You understand? Like I know women talk about each other. If a woman been married, 2-3 times. You understand? Like that's some type of shame. But if you've had multiple partners, you understand? Like you've been married multiple times too. That little court document is nothing. That same court document that they say makes a marriage, you understand? Like that is that same document two men can go get with each other. Husband and husband. They can sign they got the same certificate you got, just with different names on it. Two sisters could go do it. Huh? A sister that thinks she's a man, you understand? And a man that thinks he's a woman can go get it. Anybody could go get that. You understand? That's not what the marriage is. The marriage is what happens that can't be undone. You understand that? That is the marriage. So that's what we need to wake up to. That thing that we do, it isn't light, and we need to treat it as such. Because I'm gonna tell you, according to the Most High, with that marriage comes great responsibility. That brother you lay with, oh, you got some responsibility there, sis. Brothers, that sister that you lay with, oh, you got some responsibility on your hands. And again, contrary to our oppressor, because our oppressor likes to do things on paper, right? So you want to get married to a sister, you can go to our oppressor and sign the paper, and now y'all are husband and wife. Well, because the paper is what makes the marriage, what happens when she get on your nerves too much? Huh? Or you get on her nerves too much? What does your oppressor allow you to do? Mazerat?
Get rid of.
He allows you to get rid of her. How so? What you gotta do?
Sign papers.
You gotta sign some papers. A little bit of ink, a little bit of, processed, wood, called paper. Go sign your name, and now your marriage is over. Y'all responsibility. Y'all go part ways. Go live it up. Live your best life. Ain't that like, you see how frail that is? And you wonder why we in and out. The divorce rate is over 50% now. You understand that? Those paper marriages are as frail as the paper they are written on. You got that from me? Deuteronomy 22.
What kind?
Go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28.
Go ahead.
If a man find a damsel that is a virgin.
If a man finds a what?
Damsel.
Go ahead.
That is a virgin.
All right, a damsel, right? What is a damsel? Anybody know what a damsel is? A woman. A man finds a woman. Go ahead. And she's a what?
A virgin.
A what?
Virgin.
Now, a virgin is not what you know what? Let's actually get ready to say it. Go ahead.
Which is not betrothed Betrothed.
Betrothed. All right. So again, the Christian church teaches that a virgin is a woman who's never had sex. You understand? But that's not necessarily what a virgin is. A virgin is a young woman of marriageable age. You understand? Like, so in essence, like a man in the Bible would never ever be referred to as a virgin. Okay? There's no virgin men in the Bible because it has nothing to do with whether or not you've had sex. What it does have to do with is if you're old enough to be married. You understand? If you are old enough and mature enough to be married. So this is if a man finds a damsel that is a virgin, so she's a woman, she's old enough to be married. You understand? Go ahead.
Which is not betrothed.
Which is not betrothed. Anybody know what betrothed is? Sis? Not quite. Not quite. It does not mean against. Betrothed. This woman is not betrothed. Y'all are getting the dictionary. No sweat. Go ahead. I'll allow it. What does betrothed mean? Aliyah?
The person to whom one is engaged.
A what?
The person to whom one is engaged.
A person who's engaged. You understand? So this is a woman. She's old enough to be married. And she's not engaged to anyone. You understand? Like she doesn't have a boyfriend. You understand? She certainly doesn't have a husband or a man that is, wanting to be her husband. You understand? ISUPK, we go through a courtship process and things like that. If we're interested in, a sister or brother, and there's arrangements. You understand? Like it is known in advance before. You understand? Any marriage takes place. There is no one night stand. There is no, you understand, like we meet the night, sex on the first date type situation. You understand? That is a terror. Like just think about the consequences of that activity. Like you can look at your own life. Huh? And the regret that comes with that. You understand? Oh my God, what did I just do? You understand? And how disgusting that is, and how hateful that really is. You understand? And how destructive that has been in our community. So this is a young woman, you understand, a woman of marriageable age, right? She ain't engaged to nobody. You understand? She's not betrothed. Go ahead from there.
And lay hold on her.
He does what?
And lay hold on her.
He lay hold on her. You understand? He interested in that. He spit that game. You understand? He see what he can see about it. He talking, he rapping to her. We know all about that life, right? Go ahead.
And lie with her.
And he do what?
And lie with her.
And he do what?
Lie with her.
Now, what do you think it mean by lie with her? You think it mean tell her a fib? You understand? Now you lie with her. Once he sees her, oh yeah, okay, chopping it up, yeah. Then lie. Go ahead.
And they be found.
Go ahead.
29. Then the man that lay with her.
Say what?
And then the man that lay with her.
That man that laid with her. Go ahead.
Shall give unto the damsel father 50 shekels of silver.
He shall do what?
Give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver.
The who?
Father.
The father. You understand? Anybody know what a dowry is? No? A dowry? Maserati?
A payment to the father of the woman you're trying to court.
Yeah, you courting a woman and you want, understand, you want that woman to be your rib or your wife or whatnot. You have to go get permission from her father, man. Now you got to understand it like this too. That young woman that he's raising up is some damn help around that house. You understand? And then her father's affairs. She's helping with the laundry. She's helping with the dishes. She's helping with the cleaning. She's helping with the cooking. She's helping with, you understand, younger siblings. She is helping that household. So when a brother comes along and he wants to deal with this young lady, When she becomes his wife, her father is out of a daughter. You understand that? And even our oppressor understands that. That's why at his dumb wedding ceremonies, the father walks his daughter, down the aisle and gives her away. So the dowry is just kind of like a respect kind of thing where you embrace that man for what he's about to lose. You understand that? Everybody clear on that? So read that part again from the top.
Then, verse 29. Then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver.
Go ahead.
And she shall be his wife.
She shall what?
Be his wife.
His what?
His wife.
His sneaky link.
His wife.
His hookup.
His wife.
His booty call.
His wife.
His wife. You lay with her, you owe her father, and that is your wife, man. You understand? Where was the marriage ceremony? Where was Elvis? Huh? Where was the pastor? Huh? So when did they get married? Maserati? When he laid with her. That's the marriage according to who? The Most High, man. And it would behoove us to understand that as his children, that very act is the marriage. You understand? And it is not to be taken light, man. And with that being said, wouldn't it behoove us to exercise some discretion in who we lay with? Wouldn't it behoove us to be very cautious before we, you understand, lay down with a woman if she is, you understand, of the standard for the rest of your life? Maserati, go ahead, keep reading that, brother.
Because he has humbled her.
Because that, like that woman has just given you something that she now, according to the Most High, she can't give that to no one else. You understand? That thing she just did with you, she can't get. There is no try again with someone else. That's the Bible considers that being a whore. You understand? And she can't be a whore. She laid with you. You talk that right talk. You understand? And she laid with you. That's your wife. You just humbled her, man. Go ahead.
He may not put her away all his days.
Say what?
He may not put her away all his days.
But what about when she starts running her mouth?
He may not put her away all his days.
What about when she disobedient?
He may not put her away all his days.
Come on, man. What about when all she do is complain?
He may not put her away all his days.
Listen, young man, you better be careful who you lay with and who you know, what they say, lay hold of. You understand? You better be very careful, man, because what you get yourself into, it according to the Most High, and in this nation, and the way we do it in the ISUPK, you will not be putting her away. You understand that? You cannot put her away, man. That is yours. You get that? Everybody understand? Now that's relationship goals, huh? Imagine being in a relationship that can't end. Ain't that what we all want? Ain't that, like something that lasts? Yeah, that sign me up for that. You understand? Let it be something that can last, But again, our oppressor's way of doing things, I mean, you can lay hold and never call her, what do they call it, ghosting her? I really don't even want to get into all of it, but those of us who've been around, man, you know how terrible we are with this activity, man, because we've been taught that it's nothing, it's recreation. You understand? It's what is it? Just wrap it up, and it's almost like they treat that like that ain't nothing happening, because you use protection. What? Think about all the damn what they call it, child support behind this. You understand? Of a sister you met one time, was kicking it one night, had some drinks, Everything was flowing. And now you're a father. Mari will tell you. I ain't got to tell you. Watch Mari. Mari's made millions of dollars, you understand, off of us being like this. Who's the father? You understand? Because brothers is laying with whores, because sisters is being whores, and brothers is just, just trying to be satisfied for one instant. You understand? One instant of gratification, man. And think about the children that get involved in this. You understand, like the effect on the children. I think about the kids on that Maury show. Like every time they put the picture up, and the dad like, that ain't my forehead. Look at his eyes. You know what I'm saying? Man, that kid's gonna grow up like, the things replay and replay. That kid probably 15, 16 years old now. Look at my stupid mom and dad on Maury acting a fool. You understand? And that's, again, the Most High ain't intended to be that way. He ain't intended for us to be, loose like that. He intended us to have some discipline and some self-control and some character. You understand? And some integrity and some morals and some values and some damn respect and some brotherhood and sisterhood. But we don't have none of that, man, following behind our oppressor, man. Everything that goes into just that decision to lay with this woman is not a light decision, man. That decision to lay with that brother, it is not a light decision, man. I don't give a damn what Cardi B says or Megan Thee Stallion says. You understand? That act is marriage, man. I pray y'all at least understand that. If you don't understand nothing else, you don't understand from this whole class. What time we got? We looking good?
5:39.
Oh, we making good time. So we're gonna go to let me get Ephesians 5:22. Get Ephesians 5:22. So, sisters, now that you got that clear, brothers, now that you got that straight, you understand? When you lay with that man or that woman, the Most High expects things to operate a certain way. He expects there to be some damn order moving forward. Okay. Again, much, contrary to what our oppressor teaches and pushes, and what, society promotes, sisters being this certain kind of, what they call her, a boss bitch. Huh? Yeah. That whole mentality, that whole thing. Yeah. You got that, Aliyah? Go ahead.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22.
Go ahead.
Wives.
That woman that laid with that man, here's your responsibility. Go ahead.
Submit yourselves unto your own husband.
Do what?
Submit yourselves.
Submit yourselves. Submit yourself. What does it mean to submit? Are y'all just gonna guess? Yeah, I gotta look it up. No sweat. No sweat. Submit. Now, of course, we're not talking about submitting an assignment. I know y'all fresh out of school, but yeah, the first definition is just fine. I got it? Maserati, you got that?
I'm not sure if the right ones. Submissive, which should be mutual. It is not slavery or a woman's call to lose her voice. Oh, this is a marriage Christianity stuff, though.
Yeah, get out of that, warrior. Get out of there. The Oxford Dictionary says, accept or yield to a superior force or the authority or will of another person. Want me to repeat that? All right, I'll repeat it. Accept or yield to a superior force or to the authority or will of another person. Read that verse from the top, brother. Aliyah.
All right.
Wives. Hello. Go ahead.
Submit yourselves unto your own husband.
Do what?
Submit yourselves.
Submit yourselves unto
your own husband.
Your pastor.
Your own husband.
Your girlfriend.
Your own husband.
Your mom.
Your own husband.
Your auntie.
Your own husband.
Wendy Williams.
Your own husband.
The Real Housewives.
Your own husband.
Submit to who?
Your own husband.
Yield to the authority and will of your own husband, man. Try, like, just for a second, walk with me. That's not a bad thing. Our oppressor has taught our women that submitting to a man is unacceptable. What is it? The feminist movement? I imagine none of them in there deal with the Bible. You understand? When it's talking like this. And like, I wonder how the feminist movement would feel about this scripture right here. Ephesians 20, Salaki, Ephesians 5 and 22. One more time. Wives,
submit yourselves
do it.
unto your own husband.
Go ahead.
As unto the Lord.
As what?
Unto the Lord.
As what?
As unto the Lord.
As unto the Lord. Listen, sisters, that husband is that man that you lay with. When you lay with him, what are you going to have to do?
Submit yourself.
You're going to have to submit. You understand? That's the criteria. So before you go laying with a man, you have to ask yourself, is this a person that I'm willing to submit to for 6 months? Huh? For 2 months? For the night? For a year? How long you got to submit yourselves to him, sisters? Your life. Well, that'll make you pump the brakes a little bit, won't it? If the Most High's expectation of you with your husband is that you are submissive, you understand that it's not about what you want. It's not about what you think. It's not about what you prefer. It's not about what you feel. You might want to exercise some discretion, you understand, in who it is you choose to lay with, right? That sounds fair, right? Go ahead.
Unto your own husband.
Go ahead.
As unto the Lord.
As unto the Lord. Go ahead.
Verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
For the husband is the head of the wife.
For what?
For the husband
is what?
Is the head.
Of who?
Of the wife.
The husband is the head of the wife. Let him be in charge. Let him make the decisions. You understand? Let him have the final say. Knock off the let's agree to disagree. You understand? Let's knock off the, our oppressor has this 50-50 type of relationship expectation. You know what I mean? Where every decision that you guys agree on, you just end up debating, huh? And arguing and fighting, right? How much fighting can take place in a household when the man is the head and the woman submits to what that man is decision? How much fighting takes place if the woman's submissive? Maserati? None. There can be no fights. You understand? There can be no escalating conflicts. You get what I'm saying? Like the fighting in the household. Imagine if that wasn't in our communities, man. Imagine if our children didn't have to grow up watching their parents curse each other out, you understand, and threaten each other and say the most vile things to each other because they disagree. Because we disagree over the finances or the bills, you understand, or what time the man should have been home, or where he's going, or what's in his phone, or you know what I'm saying, like, or what that woman walked out of the house wearing. You understand? And who's in her DMs, huh? Like, imagine if our houses were in order where that man was in charge and that sister accepted and willingly just submitted because he is the goddamn man. Because she waited. She didn't just fall for the first sucker that has on a pair of Jordans, you understand? Or a chain, right? Or could sing. You understand? Could sing or could, pop lock or whatever. I don't know what the chick's into, or has a bunch of Instagram followers, right? You understand? Or could rap. Like, Imagine she used the type of discretion where it's deeper than that, you know, where you want a brother that is absolutely intelligent, you know, and more than intelligent, a brother that's wise, you know, a brother that's wise. Go ahead, Aliyah, continue.
Even as Christ is the head of the church.
Even as what?
Even as Christ is the head of the church.
As what?
As Christ is the head of the church.
Even as Christ is the head of the church. Do you understand the responsibility that goes into being the head of something? Sisters, I advise you to find you a brother in the ISUPK, because only in the ISUPK will you find brothers that are being raised to be leaders. You understand? To understand what righteous authority is, to understand what wisdom is, to understand what morality and integrity is, who understand what justice is, who understand like how to do things righteously, you know, and wisely. They aren't just so damn emotional and just flying off the handle over everything. You understand? But it's just very level-headed. You understand? And very confident and sure of the decisions that they make. And hell, I'll tell you this, another benefit of being in the ISUPK, a brother that if he doesn't know the answer to something, he has other brothers that he can go to that are going to give him excellent counsel and excellent advice. You understand? As this man leads this family. You understand? That's something that we haven't been privy to, man. We haven't been privy to families that have a righteous man in authority and sisters in order and submit and in submission under that man, along with the rest of the family, man, and letting that man go ahead and handle his business and being, what did Genesis call it? A helpmeet for him. We haven't had families with that type of environment to see what types of children they bang out. You understand? To see what types of young men they bang out. You understand? Or raise out. I don't want to say bang out. You know what I'm saying? Or daughters. You understand? To be raised up to understand this type of responsibility. You understand? You don't get like this is our culture that the Most High expects us to follow, despite how the heathens are going to rock and roll and party like, you understand, it's 1999, right? And they're going to YOLO, right? You only live once, right? They're going to try everything once. You understand? They're going to freaking what is it? Hot girl summer, right? Like imagine a family that gets raised with these understandings, man, in this type of order and this type of structure. The end product is, I don't even want to say the end product, the instant product is far greater and far superior to the product that we're using now, to the traditions that we're using now, to the customs that we follow now. It's far superior, man. And we don't even know that this is an option. We don't even know that this is an option. Because we are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. This information and these expectations, this was hidden from us. You understand? Because of our disobedience, we lost this, man. But the ISUPK is bringing this back to light, man. Bringing it back to our remembrance. The prophets of old are back to wake up the children of Israel, man. To turn back to the Most High. You understand? And to follow his laws and his customs for our betterment, man. For our improvement. For our safety. You understand? Our oppressor makes it far too easy for us to just use each other and throw each other away and just keep it moving as if no impact has taken place. You understand? It's sisters with all kinds of psychological damage behind all of the partners that they've had. You understand? In their lifetime and the circumstances of those partnerships. You understand? And brothers as well, man. Brothers have been heartbroken too. You understand? Them sisters have, I think about the brothers who, dealt with a sister, a little girlfriend or whatever, dealt with them. And then He find out she done dealt with his homeboy and dealt with his whole damn crew on him. Like that brother, you wonder why brothers is so angry and ready to shoot people. You understand? I imagine half the crimes in Chicago is behind, you know what I'm saying, got a sister involved. You understand? Like these relationships aren't to be taken light, man. And again, the consequences, the effect that these dysfunctional relationships between us adults, the effect that it has on our children, it's worth considering if we've been doing it wrong. You understand? Like don't you love your kids? You understand? If you hate that brother, love your kids enough to stick it out with that brother. You understand? Love them enough. Stop being so selfish. You understand? With the Jada Pinkett, you understand, garbage, the red table nonsense, like that whole because you're not happy, you just gonna go whore on that man. Listen, don't be like that. That's your man. You had sex with him, he's yours now. You understand? You're stuck with him. That's you are to submit to him for the rest of y'all's days, and it'll do you some good, man. We're gonna get a couple more scriptures real quick, man. Help build these sisters up. You understand? And you know this sure struggle that our oppressor puts on them with the social media and whatnot. Let's get 1 Timothy 2 and 11. 1 Timothy 2 and 11. Someone got that? Maserati, go ahead.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11.
Go ahead.
Let the woman learn in silence.
Let what?
Let the woman learn in silence.
Let the woman learn in silence, man. Now that ain't like go ahead.
With all subjection.
With what?
With all subjection.
Excellent. That ain't saying a woman's supposed to be mute her entire life. You understand? That's not what it's saying. What it's saying is a woman should learn in silence with all subjection. So often a brother will go to try to tell a woman something. And what must she do? What must a woman do? What is her natural reaction? A brother tells her what she did wrong or what she needs to do. What is a woman's natural reaction? Maserati?
Talk back.
Yeah, say something. Comment. You understand? Rebuttal. I don't know why. You know, like, goddamn. You just have to say something. But that's why it says, with what?
All subjection.
With all subjection. Take that. Take that instruction. Take that feedback, man. According to the Most High, that's the best way to handle things. You understand? What happens when she says something back? What has to happen naturally? Aliyah? Now he's got to say something back. And she just demonstrated that you can't just say shit to me and I not say nothing back. So now what does she have to do? Yeah. You see what the Most High expects? Read that again.
Let the woman learn in silence.
Learn in silence. Like try to learn from every time your man says something to you, take a second and try to take the lesson out of it. You understand? Like get the lesson out of it, man. There's a lesson in what he's telling you. Especially if he's in the ISUPK, he's not telling you something for fun. You understand? He's not telling you something because, you know, he's just, you know, wants to say something about something because he had a bad day at work. You understand? Like a brother in the ISUPK is going to say something to you because it needs to be said. It's something that needs to be addressed. It's something that needs to be done. You understand? Hell, when you're doing a great job, he's going to tell you that you're doing a great job. He's going to say the water for this, the water for that, to wob for this, to wob job on that. He's going to give credit where it's due. But when that brother addresses you, take that in silence. Don't feel that. Don't submit to Satan that's telling you, nah, he wrong for telling you that. Who does he think he is? You understand? You are supposed to submit yourself unto who? Aliyah?
Wrong husband.
Your husband. Not those voices in your head. That voice that's standing right in front of you. That voice that's on the other end of the phone. You understand? Submit yourself to them, not those voices. You had a question, sis? Oh, no sweat. I'm about to say, silence. Just kidding. All right. Let's get enough. Let's go up. Let me get Proverbs 9 and 13. Telling you, sisters, it will behoove you to take this on, because what you're getting in return is a brother who will give his life for you. You understand that? A brother who is going to exercise a certain amount of courage. You understand, the necessary amount of courage and wisdom to lead you and guide you in a way that is going to be better for you. You understand? You got that, Mama Juan? Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13.
Go ahead.
A foolish woman is clamorous.
A what?
A foolish woman is clamorous.
What kind of woman?
Foolish.
A foolish woman is what?
Clamorous.
What the heck is clamorous? Anybody know? Anybody know what clamorous is? I see y'all typing. That's good students. Good students right there. Maserat?
Making a loud and confused noise.
Making a loud and confused noise. That now, imagine a woman. When does a woman make a loud and confused noise? Can you imagine what that is? What would a woman be like? Like what would that sound like? A woman making a loud and confused noise, clamorous. Maserat.
Like something like something.
You ever heard of? And you just, if you ever really sit and listen to them, it's like, are you listening to yourself? Like, maybe I'm biased. I ain't biased. You're not making any sense. You understand? You're just full of emotion and rage, and it's just noise. And what does the Bible describe that woman as? Foolish. A foolish woman is going to sit there and run her mouth and argue and complain and just say things that are not beneficial to anything. Go ahead.
She is simple.
She is what?
Simple.
Whoa. One more time.
She is simple.
She is simple. That's not a smart thing to do. You understand? The more words you're trying to rush out of your head in your anger is stupidity. It's not something that, again, what would a smart woman do? In all her rage and all her disagreement, what would a smart woman do? Aliyah? Say nothing. Silence. You understand? I mean, listen, this is the Bible. You don't like it? Yeah, I mean, what do you want to do? You can, I'm sure there's a Christian church nearby that would love to have you on their usher board. You understand? But a sister that is able to do this, I'm telling you, she is a jewel. She is a crown. She is, the Bible describes this type of woman who can shut her mouth, who can listen to instruction, who can take criticism, who can take advice, who can take orders and then, direction without running her mouth. The Bible says that her price is far above rubies, man. That is a valuable woman. So brothers, when you go out here and you want to spit that game, you understand? And you thinking about laying with a woman, understand how simple it is to end up with a foolish, clamorous, simple woman that you are now stuck with until you die. You understand? Choose a woman that has the capacity and the ability to be able to shut her mouth. You understand? to not have to argue every point she thinks is, worth arguing. You understand? And that's what's going to help us, man. That's going to help our people in the long run. If we can just be more selective about who it is that we make these lifelong ties with and bring children into the world under that, you understand, those conditions, like those are the most highest laws, and those are hashtag relationship goals. You understand? In the ISUPK. Everybody understand that? And with that, any questions about any of this, sisters? I won't coming down on y'all, you understand? But this is for the people, you understand? No questions, brothers? All right. And with that, I say Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shabarakathum to the Akyam, Yahweh Shemar Alathun Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai to the Akwakyam. And with that, Shalom, Israel. Crazy.